Monkeys climb. We're not made to walk upright, right? What are we doing when we walk? Okay, we're throwing our balance off and we're catching it. And we're throwing our balance off and we're catching it. Okay? If I exaggerate it like that, okay, nobody walks like that. Nobody does that. Okay? But it's a very exaggerated version of what we do. Okay? We're here. A lot of people walk like this. Okay? They're throwing their balance off, they're catching it. They're throwing it off again, they're catching it. In the time, in the half a second that it takes for you to make that whole step, there's a lot of weight distribution. Okay? And if somebody wants to take advantage of that, they can. Okay? So like how do you set up a shot in wrestling? You get them to make a step. Why do you get them to make a step? Why can't you just come in and shoot on them when they're standing still? It's rolling. Well, there's no weight distribution. You know, I'm 50-50. Like, there isn't really anything for you to take advantage of here. Does that make sense? So, go take a fall, okay? I can time his step. Okay? Why can I time his step? Okay? Because if I'm walking on one dimension, if I'm only going one direction, right, left, what's my next step going to be? Right. Okay? Because nobody goes right, left, left. Okay? That never happens. So knowing this, I'm one step ahead of the game. That's the whole point of jiu-jitsu. That's the whole point of judo. You have to be one step ahead of the game. One step ahead of your opponent, right? Right, left, your next step is going to be right. It has to be. Okay? Unless something crazy happens. So if I time that correctly and I know how Filbert is going to shift his weight back this way to make that step, I can advantage of it, right? I'll take advantage of it every time. Do you understand? So the reason why we're doing this, right, is because we don't want to get caught while we're doing that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it does seem like if you're going to move this foot, like most of your weight has to be on this foot.
It does. It does. However, most means 51 to 99, right?
Got it. So you want basically me to keep contact so I can...
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Also, that now in boxing, I was taught that you really would ideally not want to like step over and change the weight for it. So you would always move like this.
So that's crossing feet. That's a little different. So not crossing your feet. So that also has a lot to do with weight distribution. Mm-hmm. The thing is, when you cross your feet, your weight is distributed very, very awkwardly. Mm-hmm. Okay, because we don't really do things like this. Mm-hmm. Like in our everyday life, we don't really do this, right? But we stand, normally we stand about shoulder width, maybe half shoulder width apart, and we walk. Okay, that's something that we do every day. So if we can adjust what we do every day, it'll change in our treatment. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But would be also there similar strategy in judo where you like recommend not like crossing your foot but changing?
So that comes.
So you'll always keep one leg ahead and just
not
back and forth.
Sort of. Okay, so that comes from a lot having to do with gripping. So if I'm a righty, I am only gripping righty. Okay, there is no switch sides. Okay, A, that's not a thing. B, if it is a thing, the guy is very low level. Nobody at the high levels, they switch sides. If they're a righty, they're righty until they die. That's just how it goes. Okay, so when you're a righty, you have to stand right. Okay, because there's a very specific reason behind this. So, you're a righty, right? Okay, so if Filbert's a righty, he's going to grab it with his right side, okay? Stand strong. Okay. Grip left, you stand right. When you're standing righty and you grip lefty, okay, you're completing the triangle. So, I'm going to be off balance right there, right at that point. If you pull me over that point, I'm dead. Okay? If I'm standing righty and I grip righty, I'm not going anywhere. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, so if you're going to fight, if you're going to be doing randori or you're in competition, again, you can tell when somebody's a newbie, okay? Because they're trying to fight left and stand right. they're horribly off balance. They should be first exchange. That's how it should be. Okay. So again, does everybody understand why we're doing this walking drill? Yes? Does anybody have any questions on it?
Is there a specific thing you think we should practice when we're not in judo? You were saying you should do this for your life as well.
Okay, fantastic question. In your everyday life, like we just went to Wajimaya, right? Okay. Just remind yourself every so often, keep your feet straight when you walk. That's huge. I see a lot of kids these days, they're walking like this. Okay? Do you know how quickly you're setting yourself up for like a crazy knee injury? Or like a crazy rolled ankle? Straighten your feet out. Okay? When you walk them straight. Okay? Okay? So, okay, well, how am I walking? Am I walking toe to heel or am I walking heel to toe? Okay? Make it as gentle of a roll as you can. This is a lot to do with judo. Like a lot to do with it. If I walk from the outside in, oh my God, that's horrible. If I walk from the inside out, that's probably worse. Okay? So we want to keep our feet straight. We want to walk heel to toe. But the thing is, we do not want to take our feet off of the mat. Because the more we exaggerate this whole distribution of weight, the more we exaggerate that, the more Phil can take advantage of it. You understand? Okay, so let's go walk some more. Just recently, the rules changed in judo that you can do a two-handed grip break.
Oh shit.
Okay? Yes.
Oh, that's everything.
Yeah, it really does. Wow, it really does. So right now,
Or you cannot, sorry.
I'm sorry.
You can or you cannot.
You can. Oh, you can. You can now. Yeah.
You just have to re-grip right after, right?
Yeah, so you have to be positive in your gripping. So I can't break and then just disengage. Okay, which I used to do a lot. I used to come here and I knew he was going to do that. I know he's going to do this. We're coming out and I'm here. I know he's going right there. Okay, because I'm giving it to him, right? Again, being one step ahead of the game. Okay, this is what I need to do. So now I know that he's going to go for that. So here, so when he's about to grab, I come underneath. When I come underneath, now I have a cross grip on it. I trail it down. What's open?
Overhand.
Right, the overhand. So this is where I give him cauliflower here. Okay, boom, we're coming right over the back. Okay, now he's still dead. Okay, because there's no way he can stand up. Because right now I'm trailed down. Right? You see? When I want him to come up, I loosen up and I let go. He comes up. Now I regrip. Okay, everybody see? So I'm baiting here, right there. Okay, I'm trailing down, and I'm coming over the back. So everybody see? Then as he starts to come up, I come to the sleeve. Okay, get with a partner and just understand this whole idea of baiting and switching. Okay, getting this right here is super important. Does anybody know why I'm coming from underneath?
What other direction would you come from? Above?
Up top.
I mean, that's not like a real judo grip, is it?
Any grip is a judo grip.
On top. You're stronger on the bottom though, right?
I guess I don't know the answer to that. Yeah.
So when we're here, right, he's going to grab it. I'm coming from underneath. Okay. I could come from the top and come down. Why am I coming from the bottom?
Pull.
Easier.
I mean, this pull is stronger for sure. I don't know if that's the main reason.
No, it's not.
Control Achilles power.
The answer is so silly.
Okay.
They can't see it.
Fair.
Huh.
We're here. You're not seeing that. There's no way you're seeing that. Okay. So all of a sudden you're cross gripped and you start freaking out. When you start freaking out, I trail down. Okay. Now I have exactly what I want. If I want to come to a Russian, I can. So all I have to do to come to a Russian is come same side, right? Now I can hip throw all I want from here. You just step in. Okay, it's not bad. So when you have this here, the whole reason why you're coming from underneath is because they can't see it. Okay, so you come from underneath, right? Or coming across, come to the back. Okay. Good. Cross grip, they're going to start pulling away. Okay, that's actually good for you. Because if they pull away, that means that they're going to stand square. If they stand square, that means you have a lot more control. Right? So we're here, if it's here, 1, 2, once they start to pull away, so they're gonna start trying to pull this away, right? Now I come over, okay? Now I'm kind of center on center, does that make sense? So instead of being here so much, I'm here, okay? So I still want to keep my posture as much as I can. It starts sinking, right? But when I come up to that sleeve, it's right there. Come up, right? Right from here, I mean, any throw in the book is good. If I want to Osoto, if I want to Harai, I can pretty much do anything from here. So to add a little bit of realism here, when you get the cross grip, your opponent should start to pull back. There we go, right there, right there. See? So now we trail down and come over. And we come back up. Make sense?
This question might not have a good answer, but is there one of those stances or grip patterns that you want the most out of that series? Like, you want them to stand up so you can get the cross grip, or do you want them bent over?
I want this. This is what I'm going for.
Okay, so you
100% of the time I want this.
Got it. So everything is to get to this position.
I will do anything in my power to get to this position.
Cool. Okay.
So in Olympic judo, that's all that is. So anybody new to judo, I tell them don't watch Olympic judo. Because Olympic judo is, they're such big throwers, because they're the top guys in the world.
Yeah.
They're such big throwers that they know whoever gets here wins. Because they know they're going to launch the other guy.
Right.
So Greco-Roman wrestling, if you guys ever watch Greco-Roman,
A little bit. Yeah.
okay, the whole time they're pummeling.
Yeah.
The second anybody gets up here,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's done. It's over because they're such big throwers, you know. So ideally, I'm trying to end here. Okay. If you're like a Japanese player or just someone that does a little more traditional judo than I do, you want to end here. I don't really like to play from here. I can if I had to, but I'm not big on it.
Okay.
Okay, so ideally you want to end here.
Yeah.
Okay? Keep going. All the way.
And it looks to me like he wants kind of
Yeah, I like it
this.
more like
So
there.
tiny.
Yep. And so start letting up on them, regaining your posture, and then come right up this way.
Press it on.
Okay. You mean to let move and then go back up?
Good, like that, yeah. And now you're good to do whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah. Because now I'm fighting your body. Okay, I want to stand up. Then you watch me first.
Okay, so now.
Okay.
Something like that, kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I reach, you reach.
Nice, so then from here,
That's fine.
once I go up, and then you have to go back.
Okay.
Yeah, because then once you do here, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you sit in there. You're going in here.
Or do you
So
want
I come in.
That's kind of preference.
Okay.
Ideally, I would want to come forward.
So before I was
Okay,
doing this.
so that would be better, but it's
So I
not
would do
like
this.
1,000%.
So you beat your right hand and you
I
drop
beat
with
my
the
right
left.
hand. Yeah.
The way it
I
works
see.
is
Oh, okay,
ideally from here,
I beat here.
right, like from this way on your body, you have the most control.
Okay.
So there's a big difference between, so let's say I grab here.
Yeah.
Now stand strong.
This is.
I can pull you.
Yeah.
From here, stand strong. Here, I like that.
Okay. So that's ideally where I want
It's
to.
just
Okay.
here.
So when we're here, right, let's say I can't come under up top.
And I feel like we're almost running too low. Like he grabbed in the middle.
So again, like ideally, if you feel someone have a crazy cross grip on you, you're gonna want to turn around and try to pull away. So if you grab it, come here.
And you're saying,
Exactly. And then that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
More than likely, that's what's gonna happen.
So I'm not generally going to end up at home.
This is like a controlled environment, very yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so I don't like this. I don't like this.
Now, okay.
Then hop in for any throw you want. Good. Very good. So
Honestly, I should probably grab first before.
So since I want to end up here, okay, the step before this is here. Because the only thing stopping this from coming over the back was this arm.
Yeah, your turn.
Can you like cross up?
I mean, it's fine, yeah, sure. That doesn't look real.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
You gotta
It's not gonna happen.
down.
So if I can get that cross grip, you're
How would grab just from the
Yeah.
back one?
So you wanted this hand to control, right?
So it's either like further
Yeah, because
here,
this
like
hand wants, oh no, you're right, I'm sorry.
here, or like where forward shoulder. Like can you?
Try to pull back more too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
No, I
because
cannot pull back really.
So when I get my,
Because the pressure.
yeah, so you're right back up.
Wait, I'm alright.
Yeah, I was
now regain your posture and come up to the corner.
Black on here, here, here. Jump away, chase down. Yes.
We're gonna go. Yep, just like that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, do we have it? Yeah. Because if I bait here, he's gonna grab because he wants to. So, right, but I'm saying if you were righty, if you were righty, ideally his grip is to be here, right? So this whole bait is betting on them being a righty, right? If they grip here, okay, what am I gonna do?
I mean, theoretically, you could now like do the group.
Exactly, exactly. Nothing changes, or you can, yes.
Yeah.
So we're here, and we pop off. Now this looks pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
And I take this and I trail down. And I put pressure, right? Okay? Now he doesn't like that, so he's gonna stand up and start pulling away. I come over the back, right? Keep putting pressure, keep putting pressure. Come on. So now you have a good grip break, and you have a good system to come over the back for a lefty and a righty. All right? Honestly, most matches, man, the first person that gets here wins. Most matches. Okay? Anybody that understands gripping sequences on how to get to their favorite grip, for the most part, they win. Okay? So again, if a lefty comes in on you and they actually get this grip, 1, 2. Okay? Now, again, with the rules, you cannot pop off and just let go. They want you to be progressive. So be progressive. We're gonna pop off. We're right here. Coming down. We're gonna start putting pressure on them. Okay? We're gonna pop up. They're not gonna like it. We're gonna pop up, pop up, pop up. Coming over. Okay? We're gonna keep putting pressure, keep putting pressure. Right? Okay. Any questions?
I have a slightly related question. Feel free to tell me it's too far off. So
So if we're here and I'm getting killed, right? I want to come as close to the elbow as I can. I want to regain my posture. Right here, I'm going to take my shoulder to my ear, and I'm going to start turning my torso. So we're here, right? Okay. So we're here. I'm rolling my shoulder underneath. I'm setting my shoulder. You feel that?
you're kind of trapping my wrist.
Of course. Okay. So when I'm here, I'm going to bring my shoulder to my ear. I'm going to turn my torso. It's just going to pop right off. Okay. Once I get this, I am not letting go. I'm keeping this. I'm trailing to the floor, and I'm going to put pressure. Okay. The second he doesn't like this anymore, he's going to square up. Everybody see? Again, the whole idea is to get here, is to get to our safe spot.
Yeah.
Right? Do you understand? Does anybody have any questions? Any more questions? No? Okay, let's just go over this quickly. That's really nasty.
Wow. Can you do that?
No.
We
don't
don't
do
do
that.
work on the taller person, so you can
Absolutely.
also,
Absolutely.
yeah, because like the angle on here is
Right. So the whole point here, we're here. So when I say roll your shoulder, that means take your shoulder, come underneath, and reset my wrist against your neck. There we go. Okay, now it just slides off. Okay. Again, we're doing it slow for like demonstration purposes, but in reality, we're just gonna pop it off. Okay. It's not really gonna be too much of a danger to their elbow. They're just gonna say, "Oh my God."
Unless they're like full.
And even if they're really hunkering down, so if you really hunker down, so it's going to be like an Americana. Almost.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Oh, you're doing it too. Oh, that's cool. I see.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, if you really want to be a jerk, I can also be a jerk.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That makes sense.
backward into him.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yes, but remember, keep the posture straight when you go.
Roll your shoulder first.
Run them down the mat.
There we go.
As you do.
This is wrong.
Nice. And Straight posture?
Don't
Yes.
move away.
Now
Run them down the mountain.
Down right. I'm gonna wanna go here. Yes.
Move up here, right? I have my posture. I want to come down.
You're right.
Good.
I mean, I feel I'm ready to drive.
So the shoulders pushing me.
Yes.
You know, I have it here, right?
Yeah.
All I have to do.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? It's awesome, right?
Once I get this across, comes here, put pressure, and I
I
try.
don't like this, I don't like this.
Here. Shoulder. When you're in a judo match and you get caught here, you want to go home.
No, I don't like
That's what you want to go home.
There's certain jujitsu moves where you get caught in them, you're like, I need to sit my hands.
Right, exactly.
Like, I should not.
Like if you get caught in like a spladle,
Yeah, you're
or
just
like a
like,
spread eagle, you're like,
I know, I just
this is kind of really dumb. But everybody watch, okay? I'm gonna keep this away from him. I don't want him to grab this. I start to.
Oh yes, I have seen this before.
Yeah. It does work, man. It does
It's
work, I'm telling you.
hilarious.
I'm gonna make my gi really tight. Did everybody see that?
Yeah.
I promise it works. It really, really does work. Okay, come over again. Okay. So I'm gonna start taking my arm and I'm gonna start turtling it into my gi. Okay. I'm gonna grab. So my elbow's doing most of the work here. So from here, I'm gonna start stretching out. I'm gonna pop off. Okay. Everybody see that? Let's just try it for get really, really, really good at one.
Okay, just do
And
that.
have like
One
a
back
backup.
up. Cool. All right, ready for some nonsense? So hold that away from me.
You're like, oh, yeah, this works.
Good.
So I thought like in a real match though, like you got time to like kind of go
Keep
up
your
here.
posture. So it should just kind of be like a
ISO holding.
like
I think
So you think like might be too big as well.
I don't think that's the only thing.
Yeah. Seems like
here, grab it.
Hubert's in the same position.
So watching this. So
Tighten.
begin here, here, right?
Oh, I forgot this.
I can come here. So I'm gonna.
Uh,
Yeah, this is not 100%. This is kind of like a cool trick that people do.
It's funny.
It is funny. It is funny.
Okay, so holding this away.
so it's like a.
This. So tighten.
Yeah, like that.
Especially when they're not
First
expecting.
kind of
Right, right. When they're not expecting, it's a lot better.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I was supposed to sweep at the wheel and let the shit happen to me. Like this, like this.
Good.
So I don't think it's necessarily what he's doing, but if I'm able to get the shoulder inside, then it's perfect. So if you can get
Yeah, a little bit.
then I will feel a
Okay.
This one at the same time.
Both at the same time.
This.
So don't come here. We want to come here to go. Okay. So your elbows are most of the work.
I'm not throwing this.
No, what I'm feeling is this.
But
Is
he
not.
also
This is not.
pulling.
Oh, no.
Not tight enough. Yeah.
So see, like,
I mean, I
you
was
can
doing
almost
a
kind of like tighten it
Tighten it
here
even more.
on the elbow and do this as Nick says, like using the elbow.
Kind of like
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
And
I
just-
mean, like,
Tighter.
obviously he's incredibly strong.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
That was better.
Okay, just pointing your toes, talk.
So many times.
Okay, we got this though. We
Miller has
got
only yelled at me every class since I started
Okay.
taking project.
Because it's that
I
important.
don't know, but oh yes.
It's that important. Pointing your toes is that important. Okay.
Every
This is nothing. This does not work. Pointing your toes that way every time. Okay. Everybody understands this? Okay. So now we're gonna put this into practice. Okay. So this is good for jiu-jitsu guys and judo guys. Okay. So what happens is when you're like a newcomer to judo, you wait for openings. Same thing in jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu, I'm sure you guys do the same thing. You guys wait for openings to present themselves. Okay. Okay. That's how you differentiate between who's like a newbie and like who's good. Okay. A good guy creates openings, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create an opening. Okay. So like, we're right on right, right? Okay? So, we're right on right. All I want to do, I want to straighten my leg out, point my toes down and inwards. Does everybody get to talk about down and inwards?
Not the inwards part as much. I've definitely gotten this.
So the reason why we're inwards is because it turns your hip towards your center.
Oh, you did tell us this actually, because you had us do this weird thing.
Yes, yes, it is a weird thing. Yeah, that's mine. That's all mine. So when you're here, so this causes you to bring your hip up. Okay, that's no good because you'll get countered, right? We don't want to get countered. We want to win. So when we're here, we're pointing inwards. We have rotation on our knee. The reason why we have rotation on our knee is because when we go into that big backswing, my hip is coming down and I'm able to lean towards the throw. If I lean towards the throw, that means I have full commitment. Okay? So that same principle is coming to what I'm about to show you. Okay? So our leg is straight. We have our hips coming forward. Our hips coming forward is really important. Okay? Whenever we do a foot sweep, like I showed you before, the foot sweep on Filbert, okay? You're gonna see my hips come forward on the foot sweep. I can't sweep here. It's not gonna work. Okay, there's not enough power. Okay, my hips come forward. Okay? Same idea here. Okay? So you stay hard right. Let's say we're here. Okay? I'm going to throw my hips forward. My leg is going to stay straight. I'm going to turn my foot and make sure my toes are pointed. Okay? All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this foot out. Okay? This is creating an opening. Okay, ready? That right there. It's huge. Because right from there I can go into whatever I want. Okay? This is assuming we have a 50-50 grade. Okay? Of course you can do it when you're killing them, 90-10. Of course you can do it. But
You don't need to.
for demonstration purposes, yeah, we're just going to stand 50-50. Okay? So when we're here, you see that? Okay, so now stand strong, stand real strong. No matter how strong he tries to stand, as long as I have good technique, as long as I remember to bring my hips forward, if I remember to keep my legs straight, point my toes, turn my foot, it should be a breeze. Right here. Then, if I want to attack from there, it's really easy. The point is, don't put your foot down. The second you put your foot down, A, you wasted a lot of energy. B, you wasted a lot of time. Once you start getting up in the levels of judo, we get down to like tenths of a second. Like tenths of a second are starting to matter. Okay, in jiu-jitsu, not so much, because you guys have 20 minutes to set up one joke.
Yeah. Although there are the crazy rolling leg lock people who are just, oh my god, what happened?
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of how like tenths of a second matter. So when we're here, I'm coming. Okay? See how my hips are coming forward? Okay? So a lot of people don't believe me when I have neutral, so please.
Oh no.
So let's say you're right foot forward. Yep. Stand strong. Okay? All I have to do is we're here. It comes right out. Can I feel it? Okay. Ready? Comes right out. Want to feel it? Up here, so stand right. Yep. Perfect. Right? You're gonna get caught here a lot. Okay? When I say don't put your foot down to attack, what I mean is you can take Osoto right there. Okay? So we're here. Don't put your foot down, just come over. Okay? And you have that pull, so you have enough of an angle to get your Kazushi.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're here, everybody see? Yeah. So this is the opening that we're creating. Okay? It's huge, but it's so simple. It's so simple because all you need is just basic body positioning. You need just like good body positioning. You need to know how these things work. So hips are coming forward, you have your posture, your leg is going to be straight, you're going to point your toes, turn your foot. Okay? I'm aiming for the side of his like the inside of his ankle.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Right here. I'm aiming right here. Okay? If I don't hit it, I don't hit it. I'll probably get it anyway. Because my hips are coming forward and my leg is straight. Okay? Everything's just gonna come right through. Okay? Just because you hit something does not mean stop. Right. Okay? And again, the reason why we're pointing our toes downward, because if we weren't, this is a kick, and that sucks. Right, I know, yeah, it's so different. It's so different. There's a huge difference between this and this. Like, ginormous difference, okay? So now that one hurt him, that one's not gonna hurt him. And also, I get what I want here, right? Okay, does everybody understand? So, get with a partner, all we're doing is we're just standing like this, okay? We're gonna step out just a touch. We're gonna keep our hips forward, we're gonna keep our posture, shoulders rolled back. We're going to keep our legs straight. We're going to turn our foot, point our toes. Okay? We're just going to come through. Okay? If I want to throw from here, I can just throw Kouchi if I really wanted to. So when we're here,
Okay,
we're
so
coming.
as you do this, you would wrap around.
We're coming out and then in. Okay? So there's not a whole bunch of bend in the waist. It's here. Make sense? Okay? Go.
Thank you. Hold it and then.
Yeah. So don't come up so much, just come out. You still need pull there. So you can, as soon as you take that, you can corkscrew right in. And that's fine, but just get pull with it. So corkscrew right in.
Also step here so that more.
There you go. Now big step in.
So step with this. Yeah.
No. When you're here and you take it out, go.
If you could aim lower would be better.
Now, sort of.
That's weird.
So we're here. Okay. We're coming
Sorry.
here.
Same motion. So you go here.
Yes.
Your foot.
You're sweeping out. You're not putting it down and go.
I think this one.
There's no hesitation here. You have to go.
Oh.
And that is too high.
My sharp. No. Take your step. You're here. Take your step in, and then shift back and go.
Oh, you don't want it to hurt.
I see.
Right. You're not gonna have enough pull to do
Do
that.
that first.
Okay.
But
You're too far away.
Keep lower. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now corkscrew step in. Good. And now shift back and lift. Good.
Yeah, here.
But you need to get your hip further
I know.
over. Good. When you're here,
This one I think is just.
I mean, I also do it a little bit too, so I also.
Yeah, but hips are coming.
Oh, because
Yeah, because I think when you're like this, it's this muscle versus the same muscle. Here it's like your body.
It's your whole body. Well, your whole body's working.
Yeah. Where?
step out a little bit, yeah, and you can kick this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and then I think go straight from Osoko there, but it feels
I
kind
feel
of awkward.
a lot on my ankle, maybe it hurts because I'm pulling on his bone.
Turn your short one. You have to turn your foot one.
Does his body look kind of
Yeah,
different?
lower.
No, I didn't.
I mean, you're doing it too far. You're like
Go in the
right there.
direction.
I mean, it's like a lot of
So his
things.
pinky toe is right here. I should try to pull it out.
It's like too far of a step to do any backward throws.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, so I can do.
Yeah. So when you angle back, right?
Yeah, if it's
Oh,
if I go
okay.
too out.
Is it easier to come
Yeah.
this way?
Yep.
Or come that way? I mean, the first one's,
No.
the first one's way stronger.
You're doing
because you're
something
running
like this that you don't need to do.
You go in the direction of
Here, I
the
think.
So that pinky toe, that's what we're trying to break. We're trying to go in the direction of the pinky toe. So, so when we're here, right?
You need to use your hip, but not.
So watch this go. It shouldn't hurt. It should be like really, when we're here, we're taking it, right? It steps out. We're not putting our foot down. So we're here.
Oh, you put your foot down when you turn around. So you go,
Well, it's your first step to Uchimata. Good. Yes. And now shift back and lift. Good. That's what we want. But you want your hip over more so you can get that leg. Yes. This is pretty advanced. Don't get discouraged.
It's, I mean, I'll try. So I
Keep your legs straight. Yup. Hips through. Hip through. Good. And now shoot it.
Great. Then you should do that. Yeah, I think you definitely don't want to do it if it hurts you. Like, we'll fix something.
No, keep it up.
Did that hurt? No. That's pretty good. That seems great to me. So there you're coming higher. Don't come so high on the ankle. So you should just, remember what we were doing at the beginning, we were just raising the mat. We want to just raise it.
That was good. That was good.
Hurt you, shouldn't hurt me, we should just be right there.
Yeah.
No, closer to the mat.
Good. Yeah.
Good, very nice.
Yeah. I think the mechanics are right, but your entrance needs to get a little bit lower because you're still a little bit above. Because when you come out of the step, he's still above.
Yeah, feel it? Yeah. I don't know if this applies in this specific scenario, but is there like something where if you slightly push it back, you get it lower, or you just should?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was better.
And you shouldn't need to. Okay. If you really had to, it wouldn't do you much good. Okay. Because if Peter's weight is shifted back onto his left foot, I can do whatever I want here. He's still on balance.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want it
I
to
have
be
to step.
Exactly. So that's why I tell people like stay strong.
Yeah.
Because usually in tournament people aren't so much here. People they're here. And so if he's really hunkered down, that's fine. I'll just sink it.
My bad, sorry.
That's it.
So up here.
Good.
That's better.
Lean towards the throat. Yep. Now shoot it. Good. Now step back and go. Good. That's not bad. Learning things. Yes. Okay. Good. Don't put it down. Right. Shoot. Yes. Now your hip is over far enough. Go. Yes. Like that. Good.
Not great. I don't know. So yeah. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. I think the angle of your foot is weird. Also, when he does it to me, it's like partially a kick, but it's mostly a push. So, like, that, I definitely feel him right there. But he's also like pushing through.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, I don't know if that helps you at all. But yeah.
Don't change your grip.
Yeah.
Right there. Your should be from that grip only.
Okay.
Now shoot in. Good. Now step back and go. Good. Like that. Yep.
Yes. Solid.
Just have to work on your Ushima finish.
work on it.
Yeah, but that's the idea.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels weird.
Your back and your neck up.
Oh yeah. I do.
Yes. Yeah, you just need to turn a little bit.
Oh.
One more. Okay. One more.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
The reason why you're
Good.
not
Good.
lifting me up is because
I can tell you you're really annoying.
yeah, so
Right.
you gotta
Every time I grab you, just like, no.
you gotta go deep.
Yeah.
So then when you step with
Yes.
this one,
Yeah.
different styles.
But the thing is, this is like not a real technique, just so we know. This isn't like a real thing. This is something that like competitors kind of came up with like on the fly. I mean, it's not a standard judo technique, but we know that it works. It definitely works. Yeah. I don't care about it. It also works in sambo. It also works in jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Anytime you have that all
Try to keep more
Totally.
I think you're still a little bit.
You can pop that off. Oh my God, you're a mess. Okay.
Because this right here, you want to make sure that your back is still straight here.
I need to do this.
Yeah.
This.
Because then when you go here,
And then kick the walls.
You should just
Bam! The ashi-waza.
Your hips should be over more. Hips should be over more. You slid off to you.
Jump in more, like jump in backwards more, like Phil does.
Yeah, I think you're, now you get the grip, you have a nice grip, but you're doing this a lot. Yeah.
So he's riding your
You're
hip.
already grab your
So the way it should work is, I I don't even need a second hand. Okay? Through body positioning only, I should be able to get a lift. Nice. Okay, so when we're here, I'm 1, 2, 3. Okay? My body positioning should be so good that you rise to the top of my glute.
Really easy.
Should be super efficient. So you want him to ride right there. He should ride right
So
there.
it's a little bit on the right side, not straight in the middle?
He should ride on the right side of your
Right
hip.
side,
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely. Well, that's what's swinging. Your left side is swinging. So the right side of your hip is super important. All right, there you go. Now go. No, you have to shift back.
Oh, with this one.
Yes. Your leg is where it needs to be. So your hip's not over far enough. Even great. But do it differently now. So follow up with over a little bit more. Yes. Good, good, good.
One more.
Shift back. You're starting to come out. Damn. That's kind of okay. You're down really far. Try to stay like here. That's not bad. Get a grip though. There you go. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay, let me move.
Just keep your grip. All right, we done?